For the full moon in Aquarius. Cancer, at this time, you're feeling so much joy, so much bliss. I feel like it's so out of this world. These are emotions that you have not felt in such a long time, if ever, right? I feel like you're really relaxing into this. You're really happy. There's a lot more resting, relaxing, retreating here that you're doing for yourself as well. You're not taking yourself too seriously at this time. I do believe, Cancer, you're really taking it upon yourself to really move in a different way, right? I feel like you're achieving a lot more goals. I feel like you're almost getting like your checklist, to-do list together here as well. First out, we have shapeshifter. That's what I'm saying. You're experiencing feelings, emotions, actions, and at this time here that you've never experienced before. I feel like you are feeling so, it's almost like animalistic at this time, right? Cancer, like you're just happy. You're going with the flow at this time, right? You could be connecting to different spirit guides, different spirit animals here, different totems as well. Yes, the more that you're getting out of it, like it's almost like this out of the box realm, out of the box thinking here, right? There's a space that you're having experiences that I don't think you could have really even imagine for yourself here as well. I feel like it's almost like this positive energy, this positive flow that you've really been experiencing at this time. The universe is really bringing whatever you've been manifesting up to this point in for you here, right? Like you're being balanced out, right? And then we have the Emperor. You could have it could be a Libran masculine figure here that's coming in for you. It's very much, it could be Aquarius or Aries. I don't know what that, once again, what's wrong with my mouth today. Yeah, I feel like there's an Emperor coming in at this time. I feel like they're very much the yin to your yang here, right? I feel like you guys are almost like on a seesaw. You guys are opposite sides of a magnet at this time, right? They're really coming in, and I feel like they're almost like proving what it is that they're bringing. Like, I feel like the actions that they're coming in and showing you here, right? It's smart, it's clever, it's sneaky here, right? But it's sneaky in the good way, right? Like I feel like you're almost impressed by this energy, impressed at what it is that they've been, how it is that they've been moving here up to this point as well, right? Yes, Cancer. I feel like there's once again, there's very much a passionate space here, right? I feel like you've almost been like keeping this under wraps, keeping this very much like hidden to yourself here as well, right? But this is a space that you're feeling so much passion for. I feel like this is something, once again, that the universe has brought in for you here as well, right? Yeah, this could definitely be a love situation here, right? You could, ooh, you guys could be talking about moving into, if this is not love, you could be starting a new business, changing locations here as well. I feel like there's a space here where you found a place, whether it be a home, a business, anything like that, that you're really enjoying. Like, I feel like you're making new plans, new actions here as well, right? Yes. I feel like this is going to come in after there's been a lot of turmoil, a lot of frustration here, right? I feel like there's been a space where things just haven't really felt like they've been getting along like in the right way. Like I feel like you've had a lot of complications, a lot of frustrations, a lot of blockages here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like this is definitely involving a love situation. If this is something that you're like you're feeling, like I feel like you're having a lot of like Pluto like restrictions here, right? This is something that you're feeling very passionate about here as well, right? It's almost like the more passion that you're feeling, like the more blockages are coming in. It's almost like the universe is like testing you to see, is this really what you want? Is this really what you're going into? Yeah, this is definitely involving a lover. We have the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups here as well, right? I feel like this person is coming in. I feel like they're making a new agreement after once again, there's been some complications, some challenges here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like at this time you're really holding yourself back, restricting yourself. I don't feel like you're necessarily sharing too much of your emotions, too much of your energy. I feel like you're almost like paying attention as to how this person's moving here, right? I feel like you're yes, and then as you're doing this, I don't feel like you're necessarily holding yourself back. I just don't feel like you're being as open. Hey, good morning. I don't feel like you're being as open. I feel like this is to your benefit. It's almost like you're protecting yourself as you're moving through this, though. As you're moving through this, Cancer, you're going to be experiencing this in a whole different way, right? It's almost like you're able to have true emotions and feelings about the situation. And I feel like it's so much clarity here, right? I feel like you're really just restricting yourself and holding yourself back a little bit, just to make sure like, hey, this is the right direction that you're going into. I feel like Cancer, you I feel like you're in a space here where it's like you don't have time to like keep messing around. You don't have time to keep going down like pathways that are no longer for you here as well, right? And so I feel like you're really making sure as to what it is you're agreeing to moving forward, right? You're not wanting to allow yourself to get so wrapped up into feelings and emotions here as well without actions being backed by it. Like Cancer, moving forward, you're coming across very serious here, right? And then we have the Empress. You're looking out for number one, right? Like you're making sure that you're okay, you're taken care of. Even if this situation were to come in and end here as well, right? You know that you'll still be taken care of. You know you'll still be out here, shining like a diamond as well, right? Yeah. You're not allowing yourself to get so wrapped up in situations that, hey, even if they were to end, you'd be okay. You're not allowing yourself to be overtaken by these emotions, right? Like I feel like you're having like heavy emotions about the situation here, right? And then we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're having heavy emotions about the situation. Instead of dealing with them how you've been dealing with them in the past, right? Like I feel like there's almost been like a negative space. As soon as you start having like these great emotions here as well, like I feel like you start self-sabotaging. So I feel like there's been a space here where you're really having to cleanse out how you're thinking and feeling about certain situations, right? If you're getting a whole lot of red flags, go the other way, right? But I feel like in this aspect, instead of searching for the red flags, I feel like you're just allowing them to come up freely here as well, right? And we have 4 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're allowing yourself really to marinate on what it is that you're dealing with. Is this going to be something that's going to be beneficial for your personal growth here as well? Is this going to be something that's going to help you grow as a person, that's going to help you reach the goals, the places here that you're trying to go here as well, right? If this is not for your highest growth, if this is not, like, once again, I feel like you're considering different options, different routes here, right? I feel like you're almost, as you're like going into these like meditations, these like thinking spaces here as well, it's almost like, okay, well, if I were to continue down this road, how would these things end up, right? Once again, like you're allowing yourself really to sit with whatever information, whatever ideas that are coming in for you, and really considering if this is going to be beneficial for yourself and for other people. I feel like as you're doing this could be bringing in a lot of clarity for you here as well. Once again, whatever anxieties, whatever frustrations here that you've been having about the situation, they're coming to an end. We have the 9 of Swords and the World card, right? If you've been worried, if you've been, I feel like it's like the more that you're sitting with this, the more that you're sitting with this information, it's almost like whatever worries and fears that could be popping up here, it's almost like they're being soothed, they're being calmed here, right? I feel like, yeah, like there's affirmations, there's signs and synchronicities coming in for you. It's going to be so clear. You're going to know, like, hey, it's almost like as you're thinking these like worries and fears, right? Like these other parties are coming in and like really reassuring you, like, hey, you have nothing to worry about. Like, this is really what I'm thinking and feeling here, right? The more that you're doing this, I feel like there's going to be a lot more coming together. I feel like there's going to be almost like a breakdown of the walls that have been built up to this point here as well, right? Yes. Yeah. There could be a coming back together after there's been some hurt actions here as well, right? Like I feel like once again, I feel like there's been a space here where you've just been building up so many walls. Like you're not allowing people to come in, right? Like very self-protective here. Scratch my nose there. Very self-protective. I feel like you're realizing like, hey, this is not beneficial. This is not helping you out here. This is not helping you feel happy or healthy, right? I feel like you're getting into a space where you're really allowing people to come in. I feel like you're really allowing yourself to be a lot more vulnerable here as well. The more that you're allowing these people to come in, it's almost like that, hey, they're showing you like, hey, these can be like stable, happy people for you, right? Like these can be people that you can really rely on, that you can have a true foundation with if this is something that you both are really trying to do, right? Once again, this doesn't have to be a relationship. This could just be a business here as well, right? Scratch my toes. Yeah. Moving forward, you're not wanting to just invest in any like fly by night situation here, right? Once again, you're wanting something substantial, something that you can really count on here as well, something that you can really pour your energy into, and you can bear good fruits here as well, right? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune right after that. It's almost like you had to go through these hardships here as well. In order to get to this stabilizing force, it's almost like the universe was checking for like any weak points that you had within yourself, right? You couldn't move forward until you were dealing with some of the aspects that had been like almost accumulating around you here as well. There had been a lot of negativity. It's almost like one final push before the universe is like taking you to wherever it is you're supposed to be going here as well, right? And then we have the 9 of Cups. That's what I'm saying. You had to go through the 9 of Wands to get to the 9 of Cups here as well, right? Your wish fulfillments couldn't come in without all of these hardships. Your wish fulfillments could not come in until you really learned, hey, like what it is you're truly wanting, like. You know, like I feel like there's been a space where you've had a lot of worries, a lot of fears here as well, right? About how you're going to grow your business, where you're going to take your life, what partnerships are coming in for you here, right? I feel like you almost like you get like stunted, like you start getting like worried and fearful, and even if you do start moving forward, I feel like there's a lot of self-sabotage here that's like preventing you from really having what it is you're wanting, right? So I feel like it's almost like these worries and fears were like coming in to like help show you like, hey, you don't have to worry anymore. Like we have two nines here and then we have another nine over here. It's almost like yeah, the universe is showing you like, hey, like any of these stresses, any of these worries, obstacles, fears here, like it's coming to a true end. These were necessary points for you to get to the place that you're really wanting to go. You have to be at the bottom before you get to the top here, right? After this Nine of Cups, we have this King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there could be a King of Pentacles that is your wish fulfillment here at this time, and we have the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is a partnership here that you've truly manifested for yourself. You feel so passionate about this. Yeah, this is definitely a connection here that is going to be very fruitful, right? I feel like this is somebody that really helps you come in and shine to your utmost ability here as well, right? Yeah. Yeah. There could be some toxic behaviors in this love relationship. You could be just dealing with the Capricorn here as well, right? Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer, Libra. Yeah. There could be some toxic behaviors, toxic patterning in this relationship here that you guys are really working through. I feel like it's up to you at this point really to take a close look at whatever it is that you've been going through, whatever it is that you've been dealing with. Once again, I feel like it's behaviors. I feel like it's patterning. I feel like it's very much cyclical here as well, right? You're taking a good hard look at what it is that you're really like allowing yourself to be wrapped up in here as well, right? I feel like there's going to be a lot. I feel like there's a space here where you've really been like resisting, holding yourself back from truly allowing this connection to come in for you here as well. There's going to be a space where you're getting a lot more vocal, you know, like you're really able to like discuss how it is you're truly feeling about the situation. And as this is coming in here as well, I don't feel like the situation could have had any forward growth without you truly coming in and stating how it is you're truly feeling about the situation here, right? We have the Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Fool card as well. Yeah. The second that you really, once again, I feel like it's about releasing these walls, releasing these worries and fears. I feel like you've almost been ashamed to share how it is like you're truly feeling here as well, right? It's almost like the more that you've been vulnerable in different situations, it's almost like you were feeling trapped in them, and that's not the case, especially if this is the right partnership for you. So I feel like moving forward, you're going to start asking the right questions. I feel like you're going to be a lot more vocal about how it is you're truly feeling. The more that you are able to truly talk about how it is you're really feeling, there's nowhere for this relationship to go but up, right? I feel like you're going to notice a huge influx in your money situation here as well, right? Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's get one card out for how you guys can help heal this energy. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the awesome comments. Woo. It says donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. You know that your generosity will return to you manyfold in miraculous ways. Expect miracles, guys, right? The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. I feel like you're having such a return at this time, and I feel like it's so unexpected, especially here with it being the Aquarius full moon. I feel like there's been a lot of people, places, and things in your community here as well, right? Whatever community means to you. I feel like you've been like almost been like a secret angel here for like certain people, like really looking after people, really helping people, being a shoulder here as well, right? And the return that's coming in for you at this time, once again, expect miracles, right? Like you're going to be so amazed at you're going to be so amazed at what is coming back to you here, right? Especially with this especially with the Six of Pentacles and this Fool card. I feel like you have such a new beginning coming in for this Aquarius full moon. All right, guys, I will see you next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.